everyone, I'm here today with a review of book 5 in the UK Goosebump collection, and that is Monster Blood by R.L. Stine. This one is one that I have never really enjoyed that much overall because it's just not very scary and it doesn't have scary themes in it. But because I went in with a low expectation, same as all the other ones that I've been talking about recently, the low expectation helped me find the goodness in this one still. And my reread of this last year actually led to me giving this 4 stars. So mega surprising revelation there for me. So this covers a character named Evan, and his family need him to stay with his weird like great aunt or something, and she's deaf. Yeah, I think she's deaf, or like going deaf and doesn't use a hearing aid. But I'm sure she's completely deaf from memory. And he doesn't really like her, and he just calls her weird. And his parents aren't happy that he's being so disrespectful, which I thought was a good move to show that, like, because obviously these books are aimed at kids, to show that it's not nice to come up with awful names for someone like weird just because they have a problem or a disability. So I liked that aspect. This one then though, he has to stay with his great aunt and he takes his dog with him and he makes a friend, and they go to this toy shop and they buy this weird stuff called Monster Blood. The shopkeeper really doesn't want to sell it to them at first. I suspect he knew exactly what this stuff was, but they pester and they pester, and so in the end he lets them have it. They're meant to be sharing this Monster Blood, but of course Evan doesn't want to share. Before he knows it though, he's got more monster blood than he knows what to do with. This stuff just expands and expands and just ends up causing so many problems, which is an interesting idea. The plot does well, but it's not scary. It's not horrific, except for a bit that involves the dog, but don't worry, the dog does not die. But yeah, it's just lacks any real scare factor, this one. It doesn't have an awful lot of tense atmosphere, although the ending, I remember now why I gave this 4 stars, the ending is fantastic and makes up for all that lack of atmosphere through the book. I think without the ending, this would be like a 2.5 stars, but I really just, the ending, I couldn't remember the ending from being a child, to be honest. So the ending of this was like first time read for me, even though I've read it many times. And that worked well in its favour. I thought it was fantastic. It caught me by surprise. It twisted a lot of the other aspects of the story into it really nicely in such a way that just worked. This book just worked. And while it isn't one of the scarier Goosebumps, that ending was just so cleverly done that I really enjoyed this a lot more than I expected. But I don't have much else to say on this one, as that's all there is to it, really. Oh, and there's some bully aspects where bullies get what's coming to them. This has some fine messages in it. But thank you so much for watching this review. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe by clicking the image of me if you want to see more book reviews and other bookish content from me, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.